So what I really want to talk about is, should you rather be a generalist or should you rather be a specialist? And the reason I'm saying this, and I know I've actually made a tweet about this before, is like to become a generalist is like you have to be like everything, like a jack of all trades, right? And to become a specialist is like you have to narrow down on one thing. You often see so many of these teachers at school, like they actually like teach so many subjects and they actually get paid a lot, right? And the crazy part is that it's kind of not in black and white. Becoming a generalist and becoming a specialist, they're both good. But I guess when I think about it in a business perspective or like in the entrepreneurship perspective, like I often believe that becoming a generalist is good. Like becoming like the full stack creator is so good, but becoming a specialist should come down with the message, whether if it's your target audience, your offer, and your niche. And the reason I'm saying this is because I used to like try to appeal to the masses, and I wasn't able to get any sales from it. So that's the reason why I'm telling you this. Because when you think about it in a way, the generalist, like if you want to become a generalist, if I want to become a journalist, instead focus on something like SEO, copywriting, and design, right? That's like the generalist, like generalize in multiple skills, right? But specialize in with the message, with one offer, one audience, and then one offer, one audience, and one niche. So you have to specialize on one thing for the message, but generalize in multiple skills. And the reason I'm telling you this is because becoming a jack of all trades, even if you're not like the master, that's literally gonna get you where you want to be. Like you can literally get paid a lot from like learning so many fucking skills than like the rest of the other people. Like I know like teachers from high school where like they make a fuck ton of money because they are generalists when you think about it. So there's nothing wrong with being a generalist because it actually gives you open opportunities and even eventually like start getting to where you actually want to be, right? Like I know people who learn so many skills who are like the full stack creators and they make a fuck ton of money. All right. So that's why it's a huge advantage. It's like the best leverage that you could have. Like I have so much stuff that can literally leverage compared to most people that I often see on the creator economy. Even if the creator economy is like about like $8 billion right now, I don't know how much it is, but like you get the point, right? And yeah, I mean, but becoming a generalist is always the best, and just being known as to who you are because you know every technical aspect of it. SEO, copywriting, sales, and building funnels and web design and SEO and all these things. It's okay to be a jack of all trades. Don't let it limit you. This is what really holds so many people back, and this is why I hate so many people saying this. Master one skill for like that and then master another skill. Like you can learn all these skills at the same time. You don't have to wait until you master that skill and then another skill. Like it's kind of non-binary because yeah, there's gonna be times you're gonna have to focus on one thing, but like if you really want to get the results quickly, I'd say just like if I want to get the results quickly, instead I should actually get in the habit of like having to actually stick to like let's say master one skill and then another skill and another skill. So let's say like if you want to practice, let's say, so for me, I'm actually just doing landing pages right now. So I have to do web design. So basically you have to learn how to use Figma, Framer, and then copywriting and SEO, right? And I spoke to a few people in my niche and they actually told me that you should focus on just sticking to mastering one thing and then the other thing and then the other thing. But guess what? They're fucking wrong. Why? Because the truth is you have to learn copywriting, SEO, and then web design. I'd say if you want to learn these things, I'll learn those three at the same time. And I say focus on the ones basically on your weaknesses, then on your strengths. Because the truth is, to me, I feel like my biggest priority, my biggest like needle movers that I believe that can actually help me get to where I actually want to be is mostly the copywriting and SEO. Because design is so fucking easy. Like it's so easy to learn Figma. You can just watch it on YouTube. Honestly, I don't like YouTube, but you can just watch it like buy a course on Figma about how to learn how to use Figma or how to use Framer. And you can like learn it like super quickly, like in a week. Like you can learn all that like in a week. But the hardest part, like the hard part is really copywriting and it's really SEO. Like it's fucking painful. So I would say stick with the hard ones. Like prioritize the hard ones, prioritize the ones that's gonna last for a long period of time in whatever business model you ever think about like wanting to pivot. So if you ever feel like you're stuck with like if I were to ever have the choice of like having to focus on one task, like yes, focus on design, focus on SEO, focus on copywriting, learn all these things, master all these three things at the same time. I don't want you to wait like this whole fucking cope, like, oh yeah, focus on that And once you get good at that, focus on that other one and master that one, and then focus on that other one. Like, you don't like, remember, results love speed, right? And if I were myself, I would say learn these things at the same time. Like, focus on these things at the same time. You can subtract all the other stuff in your life. So let's say just any self-improvement habit, and that way you can actually have the most of your time on learning the other skills like copywriting, SEO, landing pages, like design. And once you get good at these things, you become the generalist. You become the generalist, and you can become this whole full stack creator. So it's the biggest leverage and it's the biggest needle mover that really makes you put into a lot of emphasis, that really makes you have a lot more skin in the game. So that's the thing that I often recommend, is like, you need to stick to getting good at other skills while at the same time. So many web designers, they often, like, some people in my niche, they often ask me like, dude, just focus on one thing, master one thing. No, shut the fuck up. You have to learn so much stuff at the same time. Don't wait till you become so good at it. And this is the problem with so many talented people, right? So many talented people, they often ask you, just master one thing, master one thing, master one thing, and then focus on the other one, and you know, master the second one, and then focus on the third one, and then master the third one. That's fucking cope. Stop coping. You can master all these three things at the same time. Stop fucking lying. You can learn all these three things at the same time. You know how in school you would have to learn math, biology, you know, English? Like, you would have to, like, you learn these things at the same time. You can do these things with different skills, you dumbass. It's so funny because you can learn history, you can learn biology, you can learn English, you can learn math, all these 4 subjects at the same time in the same year. So why not just learn SEO, web design, copywriting all at the same time? You don't have to stick to becoming a master at this and then move to the next one and then to the next one. Stop. Learn those 3 at the same time. Just like how you learn 4 subjects in school at the same time, learn 3 skills at the same time. Don't be a pussy. Like, it's so true. Because they're so fucking dumb. Like, they're so wrong that they often say, like, you need to, like, master one skill and, you know, master the next one. Like, you can learn these 3 things at the same time. Golly, bro. This is why I hate so many of these people. Like, and I'm gonna get a lot of backlash from this. I'm gonna get a lot of hate from this, but it's just the reality. Like, you can learn all these 3 things at the same time. Even appointment setting, yeah, I forgot to include that, but like, even that at the same time. Like, you don't have to just wait. You can just start practicing at the same time. Like, in the same, like, season, or like in the same year. Either way, you're gonna still improve. Yeah. It's like, let's be honest, like, become a generalist, not a specialist. So that's really the thing. Like, you gotta be both, a generalist and specialist, but like, in other stuff, like, if you really want to make money, if you want to make the most, become a generalist. Learn other skills at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. Focus on what, you know, sparks your creativity. And I mean, yeah, I mean, don't listen to people telling you need to prioritize one thing. Focus on many things. Focus on mastering many things. Listen, like just master many things, you know. And that's what's nice about, like, what school really got us into that way, because you can focus on many things and you can actually get so good at it, like, even with, like, the right mindset. Yeah. But don't stress about it. Like, you don't need to be super good to monetize. You can monetize even if you're a jack of all trades. So don't stress it.